Hey, it's Joe Veneri with Hybrid Athlete, and today we are going to go over a dynamic warm-up that you do before your workouts. A dynamic warm-up is a little bit different than the traditional static stretching where you might bend down 2 feet together and hold for 10 seconds, 12 seconds. A dynamic warm-up is actively moving while you prepare to exercise. So you're getting your heart rate up, you're breaking a sweat, and you're also engaging the muscles that you're going to use during your workout. The first exercise we're going to take a look at in our dynamic warm-up is the walking lunge, and instead of just taking the steps forward and back like we do in a lunge, we're going to add a knee drive to then engage the lower body and also the core. Those are some of the things we're going to be focusing on. So it's our basic lunge position where we're just stepping out, driving back, keeping the upper body chest high. But as we're moving and progress, we take that step, drive, opposite knee high, really engage both legs that we're stepping up with, and then follow through into the next movement. So knee high, engage, step, and up. If you don't have the distance or the space, if you're not outside, to be able to do this in a walking lunge, you can do it just switching back and forth. So I'm stepping, drive up, reset myself, switch legs, step, drive up with that knee. We're looking for, if you're outside, go for 10, 15 yards. If you're doing it indoor stationary, you can do 10 to 12 each leg. The next exercise we're going to take a look at is the instep stretch. We're really going to focus on opening up the hips and hip flexors and engaging the glutes. A lot of those muscles that you're using when you're performing athletic activities, jumping and squatting, things of that nature. So to do the instep stretch, you're going to step out like you would in a lunge, but your hands, left hand comes inside your left foot and you're almost in the top of a plank. From this position, you can crawl and walk forward, switching legs. Here I am, I'm putting pressure, really flexing through my hip into my core and engaging that hip flexor and my glutes at the same time. For a little modification of that exercise, when you're down there, you can drop into the lunge, roll the hips forward, keep that chest high, and engage both hips and core forward. Back in, I would take another step, bring that left foot forward, engage, drop the back knee down, chest up, and flex through. When you're doing that, the same thing. If you're not traveling, you can do it stationary, and you're looking for, if you're going for distance, in that 10 to 15 yard range, or 8 to 12 each side. Now we're going to take a look at the tip over. We're going to use that to engage both the hamstring and the low back. It's a unilateral exercise, so we're going one leg at a time. Starting with that chest up as we usually do, I'm going to plant my left foot and hinge at my waist, driving my butt back, float my right heel towards the sky, drive back through and up to the top. I'm going to switch legs. Same thing, float that leg back, drive through, bring that knee up and engage. What I don't want to do, why I say low back, is because I'm not rounding my back and bending over, bending that knee. I'm keeping that leg nice and straight as I tip over, keeping the positive arch in the back to float that heel up, down, and drive through. Also, you can do this traveling, going for distance, or you can do it for reps. We're in that same range of 10 to 15 yards if you're traveling, or 8 to 12 reps each leg. Here again, we're going to take a look at an exercise that's going to get the hamstrings and the hip flexors working. We're going to use the leg swing to do that. It's just arms straight out and I'm kicking up towards my hand. You can alternate legs or you can do each leg and then switch. That's really not important. What is important is that you're keeping your leg nice and straight. So when I'm kicking out, I'm not bending my knee and trying to bend my hands down to meet my foot. And B, that you're only going as high as you can until you can progressively increase the height of your swing. So taking that step and bringing that foot nice and high, really feeling the pull in the hamstring to get them engaged and also the hip flexor working for you. Staying in our range of 8 to 12 reps or 10 to 15 yards if you're doing them traveling outdoors, and then progressing to the next exercise. Our final exercise is going to pay special attention to the hip flexors and glutes, really helping you to open and close those muscles preparing to exercise. And it's called just that, open and close. So I'm going to take a step with my right leg. I'm going to open my knee out to the side, close that, and then switch legs. Open, slow and controlled here, close, taking that next step. I'm really focusing on keeping my toe flexed to my shin, keeping my knee high, and maintaining my posture as I go through that movement. One more time on the other side. And we're gonna go ahead and relax. Your rep range stays the same, the 8 to 12, or if you're traveling 10 to 15 yards. After finishing the dynamic warm-up, you're ready to go right into your workout.